All right, so ladies and gentlemen, the goal of today is that I'll be speaking for 10, 15 minutes about the BioKist Wellness app. So for some people, it's repetition, but repetition is beautiful because that's how you learn. Please make some notes, write some bullet points down. It's always nice to get some tips from somebody who's doing a story and you can copy the things that you really like. And then 10, 15 minutes, I'll be talking about the BioKist pillars, the 5 pillars that BioKist has been built on. And then we talk 10 minutes about the compensation plan. And let's get started. During the conversation, I'll talk a little bit more about myself. Yeah, I started as a kiddo of 20 years young in network marketing. I was recruited on the street in a direct contact. I was a professional football player back in the days with AA Gent, a Buffalo for the people who are from Belgium. And so yeah, I had my backpack on, and it was always told that you needed a diploma. So I was going to university to become a sports teacher. And so yeah, that was the goal at that moment until somebody um, fished me from the street to become a multi-level marketeer. And so 18 years later, here we are. It never left my cells or the dream to become bigger and bigger in network marketing. I have 1,000 stories to tell in 18 years of successful network marketing, obviously with bumps as well, like Gabriela was saying. But like Gabriela was also saying, it's the bumps that make you strong and beautiful in life. So I'm happy that I had them. They were my most beautiful lessons. And so I'm in full grace for them. Okay, let's start with the app. And then meanwhile, during the conversation, you'll learn a little bit more about me and about BioKist and how it came together. All right, so this is the wellness app. Let me share my screen. Yes, that's button 1, and this is button 2. Here we are. And then on the left side is the live wellness app, and on the right side is a small video that I'll show you later. So for the people who are for the first time in the call, BioKist is the first network marketing company globally that has created an at-house urine analysis app. So there are a couple of companies on the globe who are doing this, and I've been saying this today to someone in Messenger as well. Like I'm happy that there are a few people or a few companies doing the same because it all only will create trust with the people. Huh? Remember, well, we don't remember these times, but imagine the people who were taking the first flights in commercial flying. Was pretty scary, I guess. Today we don't think about it because yeah, everybody's flying, right? So if there are more of these apps on the market, it will be more seen and it will be more felt. So I really don't have a problem with that. I find it a positive point towards trust. On the other hand, we're the only network marketing company on the globe right now. So we're the only company who's connecting up to 55% commission for the ambassadors. It's even a bit more. You will see that in the compensation plan. The other companies are just retail companies. So if you're talking with a leader and that leader would say, but yeah, hey, there are still other companies doing this, then yeah, sure. 8 billion people on the planet. I think there's space enough for a couple of at-home urine analysis apps. And then for now, we're the only network marketing company in the globe. So for now, it's an amazing, unique opportunity. Everybody that you will speak with in network marketing hasn't had this journey yet in a company like this. So this is pretty awesome. And so even the people who are already in network marketing and they are presenting products towards health to uplift people's health, supplements or other kinds of nutrition products, these people will be so happy that they've met you because now they finally have a tool to first measure people and then give advice instead of the other way around. And so that's what we do with BioKist. We measure you from within. And we do that with urine tests. We call it the biostrips. I'll show them in a few minutes. And so we test you on a couple of parameters. So we have 10 to start with. The first one is water intake, pH levels, protein, ketones, sodium, oxidative stress, calcium, magnesium, vitamin C, and zinc. And so, yeah, I know I have a bunch of tens right now, but the people who have been in meetings with me, they have seen all kinds of scores because each time when you take a meal in, this has an impact on your body. And so it's always the goal to reach as many tens as possible on a daily base. Obviously, we're not going to let you do a test on a daily base because we work with tips, and those tips are nutrition tips and wellness tips that you should integrate during your week, and you need some time to accomplish them. So let me show you a little bit more of what I'm telling you right now. But so I've been working pretty hard when it comes to nutrition and even some supplements on top. And so my results are pretty awesome right now. I'm really happy for this. Because it's absolutely motivating that when you do the test and you have a good score, it's the same than working pretty hard for an exam and then having the results and having an A plus, right? So that's exactly the same. So okay, let's just push a button here. Let's make a selection. Okay, protein. All right. So we go to the learn more. So first of all, you get a resume. I'm going a bit too fast. And so the resume gives you what does it mean for your body? Like in a few bullet points, the 10 out of a 10. And then you see, okay, you have a normal kidney function, proper filtration, and excretion of waste products from the body, and so on and so on. So the people who don't like to read too much, but who like the scores, they can already be satisfied with these bullet points. The people who like to learn more, they push that button, obviously, and then you get more. So about protein, you get like a small resume. Then we give you a deeper resume that is depending of your scores. So that's each time different. Then you see an evolution. So you see my protein, I was really working towards it. I had some different scores each test. And then here you see a dive deeper article as well. If you really want to learn more about this parameter, if you want to learn about the scores and how they are calculated and everything, then we see more in the dive deeper article. But let's start now. Dive deeper. Okay. Yeah, we go a little bit deeper. I'm just going to take here, for example, because I have a 10 out of a 10, I'm going to take one. The 10 out of a 10s, ladies and gentlemen, and also for the leaders, we don't give tips there because they are on track. You know what I mean? So now if I want to show the tips and the wellness tips, I need to go to a score that isn't a 10 out of a 10. So let's go to zinc in this case, okay? And then learn more, and then we go a bit further. And so what you're going to see in first case is a nutrition tip. And second one is a lifestyle tip. So per parameter that isn't in an optimal score, we give you two tips and then also the dive deeper article. So let's go first to the nutrition tip. As an example about zinc. So here we give some neutral advice towards zinc nutrition tips, and these are connected with fish in this case. And then we give you a deeper going nutrition advice, a meal, and we start with the advantages of the meal, the benefits, and then we go pretty deep. We give you the ingredients. So if you want to go to the supermarket, you can make your list in the beginning of the 3 days, and then we give you the instructions how to cook it. And then we even give you the nutritional information. Like if you're on a diet or you like to keep your calories in an app or something, easy done in this way. So this is really deep going. I haven't seen that in other apps so far. I'm quite proud at this. And it will only grow. And so everything that we write about, ladies and gentlemen, is backed up by scientific proof. So not just a blog or a vlog, but we work with yeah, quite high-end information. Um, let's push another one here, for example, as well. A little bit of loading time sometimes. Okay. Public health statements. So it's always from universities or high sources of the United States Department of Agriculture. It's always backed up in a high scientific way. And so in this case, about this article, 3 backed up links. Sometimes it's 5, sometimes it's a little bit less. And so, but this is what with everything that we write with BioKist on each topic, it's always backed up by scientific proof. And so now there's a lifestyle tip combined here as well. So lifestyle tips can go pretty wide. So it can be about breath work, can be about yoga, qigong, fasting, eating less sugar, alcohol intake, cigarettes, and so on and so on. So here in this case, we're going to look at the practice deep breathing exercises, and then we can check the details here. And then we get some techniques in bullet points. And then you can see breathe your way to balanced zinc. And then we can go a little bit further. And then you see the 4-7-8 technique. And so then you will also, know during this article why it's connected to the parameter zinc, and then the techniques that you can activate during your 3 days, and obviously for way longer as well. Then it's also backed up by references, as you can see here. So what's the goal of the app? We want to create a deeper awareness of the food that you eat and which kind of parameters it touch. And so you get a deeper connection with your food. Now, when you're going to the supermarket, it's not just going to be your favorite food. Obviously, you keep buying that stuff as well. But now you're going to be deeply connected with, okay, what's it for? What I'm eating right now, and what's the advantage of what I'm eating right now? And then with the lifestyle tips, yeah, this will give you an overall healthier lifestyle. So the goal of the app is to create a healthier and stronger temple. So that after 1 month of using the BioKist app, you say like, wow, I feel better in my skin. I feel more energetic. I have a bigger smile on my face. I'm more conscious. I have more awareness. And so on multiple topics. So far, I've been talking about wellness and nutrition, but we go a little bit further in the app and within the company as well. And then for the people who really like to learn more about zinc in this case, because yeah, we know the word, but what do we know more about the word? Like, what's it for? Why do we have this, or why do we need this within the body? And so we have a lot of reasons that we have listed here. And then, yeah, the optimal results, for example, a 10 out of a 10. Then you also see the milligrams, the zinc value range. And so for the people who have some knowledge in urine analysis, they will be happy with these numbers because they have a deeper understanding. And so the moderate results, and then also the impact on the body. And then we also have the low results, and then again, also the impact on the body. Okay. So, yeah, mega interesting. Yeah, for the people who like to read more, they will learn a lot. And so instead of scrolling through reels and uh, and having a mixture of information, now you get information to uplift your tempo. And so, okay, for the people who want, like, okay, I do a test. Let me show you how a test is done, by the way. I click the screen here, and then, yeah, here I've already urinated on a strip, and then it needs to dry for 60 seconds in the parameters. And I'm going to skip the timer now because I've already been waiting longer than 60 seconds. This is a bio strip. You hold it within the frame. And then, yeah, it's a little bit of a technicality in aiming. And then in a few seconds, the app will calculate your parameter results. All right. And that's how fast it goes. You don't need to drive to a doctor right now, or wait in a waiting room, or pay a quite heavy consultation and then pee in a cup, and then send the cup to the hospital, and then to a lab, obviously, and then wait a few days for the lab results, and then contact a nutritionist, and then contact a wellness coach. And so all of this together is now done within one app, and quite cheap. I'll talk about that later as well. So that's the difference. That's We didn't create something new. We didn't invent the light here. These urine strips, they exist for a few decades, but we put it into a dress, aka 2024. So if you would go to the pharmacy right now and you would pee on a urine strip, and then you hold it next to a color chart, then yes, you also see a result. But what's next? What are you going to do next with those strips? Most of the time, nothing, right? Yes, you know, but what's the plan of action right now? And then you need to start doing research, or then you need to go to a nutrition coach, and so on and so on. And that's why none of us has ever done this before, but now it's all in your hands. And so that's a big difference. The plan of action. For example, I'm a sportsman since I was born, but I like to go to the gym with an empty mind. That's my way of meditation as well. And so I use an app, and the app guides me during my 1 hour training session. I don't need to think about my next practice. I don't need to think about my plan of action. And so that's why you have an app. Okay, so that's the goal with the BioKist app as well. So let's go. What have we seen already? I'm gonna close this one right now. All right, I'll center this one. And so what have we seen so far? So we test on 10 parameters to start with. I'm saying to start with because soon there will be more. We're already communicating with a few companies with some different options. We've created an app right now that is able to read color changes, and so we can do this in more and more ways. The women's health, we've already found a product right now that we can implement in the app where you can test your pH levels, which is super interesting. That you don't have to go to the doctor for this anymore when it's just done in a couple of seconds of in house right now. And then yeah, UTIs, urine infections, we can also measure via the app pretty soon. But this is for phase 2. This is on the way. And so many things will be on the way. This is just the beginning. Today, I have a bunch of pioneers in front of me. Thank you for being here. We're just 1 month on the market right now. We're going to build this together globally, and we're going to make something that has not been seen before within this app. So, okay, today maybe there are a few urine analysis tests on the market, but we're going to grow so hard, you know? And so that's what I'm looking forward to as well, enormously. So, okay, we've seen so far the parameters. We've seen how you do a test and the guidance and everything. I didn't go in detail, but you can see that yourself later. And then for the people who like to go quick through the app, like they do a test and then they just want to see, okay, what's my plan of action? They go to the tips page. And so per parameter that wasn't a 10 out of a 10 or optimal, we give you 2 tips, a wellness tip and a nutrition tip. And then it's the same principle than you've seen before. Imagine that you like a tip and you say, okay, I want to implement this in my agenda. Then you can say, okay, I edit my reminder. You choose the day that you want to be reminded towards that tip. You can change the hour as well, obviously. And in this case, Wednesday, 9 a.m., I want to be reminded towards this tip because that's the time that I have the time to go to the supermarket or that I have the time to implement this wellness tip, this breath work in this case. Okay. So, or you can do that on a daily basis, which you have seen as well, but with a reminder, an app that helps you to remind towards these new traditions. Okay. So, and then we have also an explore page. And the explore page, we give you 5 days of articles, 5 days of feedback in different topics. So on Mondays, we will write about the opportunity within BioKist and then the compensation plan, membership, recognition, academy, and so on and so on. It will only grow. And so even the people who become consumers within your downline, they will be triggered on a Monday on a weekly basis as well to become a ambassador. Sorry. And then on Tuesdays, we talk about wellness, essential oils, herbal teas, nutrition, lifestyle, and so on and so on. Yeah, I always repeat this because I'm really looking forward to that as well. But I see easily within the wellness also the topics of online yoga, online breath work, online meditation, all these things that you can do from home soon, with all people connected all over the globe via BioKist. I think it's pretty cool. And so it's on the way. And so, okay, eco consciousness, a big one. BioKist wants to be the biggest eco-conscious network marketing company on the globe. And so I'll talk a little bit deeper about that. But so we create awareness on Wednesdays. And then on Thursdays, we talk about the Giving is Living principle. So we will talk about the charity organizations that we collaborate with or other principles about giving is living. And then on Fridays, we talk about the 5 elements, an ancient Chinese way of healing yourself and others, and the characteristics, personalities, connecting with each other, learning more about the personalities of your loved ones and your business partners, learning how to collaborate with each other. And so, yeah, this is on Fridays that we will write about this. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is the app. It's beautiful as a start. We've worked on this for 14 intense months. And then the story that I will tell you now is something that we've built on for 4 years. This is BioKist and the 5 pillars. So this is the e-commerce website. We've also built this from scratch. So we haven't worked with any templates with BioKist because we have a goal to be in 100 countries in 3 years. And so exponential growth is a necessity. And so templates obviously bring limitations. And so everything you see has been thought through, has been created from scratch with a bunch of beautiful brains around me and a bunch of passionate hearts. And so the reality or the result is here. After 4 years, opportunity, you can become a nature-loving advocate. What is this? You get access to a back office that we've also built from scratch. And pretty amazing. Actually, the back office gives you insight about your career, your downline, the products that get sold on a daily basis, whatever happens within your downline, the top earners, the top recruiters, your current rank, your next rank, your financial status, your financial history, it's all there. And so this is your business account. And so then we also give you educational resources, PDFs. You will be added to groups and to the BioKist Academy that will start on a high level in a certain point as well. And then we give you your own referral link. And so a refer link is quite easy. You send it to your friends or the people you want to recruit from wherever you are in the world, and they subscribe via that link and they come automatically in your downline. We wanted to create a 100% online job. So logistically, we're growing, we have to grow a lot, and we will grow a lot because yeah, we was planning to start only in Indonesia for 6 months, and then we was going to go to Southeast Asia for a year at least. But so it started the other way around, where we're everywhere right now, besides in Indonesia. Well, everywhere, not obviously by matter of speech. And so there's a lot to learn right now, but we're catching up. And the things that don't exist today will exist soon. The problems that we talk about today, I don't call it problems, I call it beautiful challenges, pioneer challenges. Will be history pretty soon as well. But so we create a 100% online job, so you don't need to stock your garage full with products first and then go and sell them with a full trunk. The goal is really that you, from wherever you are in the world, you can do the business like I'm doing right now with 40 beautiful souls. Well, it's maybe not 40, it's 38. And from all different kind of countries. And so that's what BioKist is built for. BioKist is super simple. You will see, talk with 10 people about BioKist and 8 people will fall in love. You don't have to sell. You can just talk about it. You can present it, and people will follow. And so it goes pretty fast. I have people right now in the team. I think today, or yeah, I think it will be today that they will be at 100 members in a month, in 6 weeks. Never. Well, she's a superstar in so many ways, but never like really broke through in network marketing because she didn't meet the right company yet. But now she did, and so wow, 100 members by just talking about it in a full pleasure and a full passion, and that's what BioKist is right now. It goes pretty beautiful and fast if you just talk about it to people. And what isn't perfect today will grow day by day. I promise you all. And so we're gonna do this together. And so once you become a member, you get also 25% discount on your future purchases, depending of the position or the rank that you have, obviously. If you're an iron position, which you will see later, you don't have this 25%. So there's not a tricky moment like, okay, I become an iron and then I buy a platinum. It doesn't work like that. But I'll come back to that later. So, okay, it starts with packs. It starts with a platinum pack or with some other packs. I'll come back to that later. And then we have the BioKist Academy. Knowledge is power. I'm not going to go too deep into this right now. The only thing that I want to say is that we want to be the kind of company that people speak about, and not only about the product or the money that they make or about the mission or the vision or the values, but also in a way like what we've learned with BioKist as a network marketeer, we've never seen elsewhere. And that's really one of the topics that I want to hear flow pretty soon, but once we're ready. Today we have a bunch of different priorities. We're just in the setup right now. We're 30 or 40 days on the market, and I have a bunch of other priorities right now, but this is the goal. And I'm not a goal guy that is just listing. I make sure the goals are checked off, and this is who I am. And for the people who know me, they will only acknowledge this. So that's on the way. An amazing academy for the ambassadors. So you grow on recruitment level, sales level, management level, and so on and so on. Then we have the recognition, the most beautiful thing in network marketing. So 80% of the people, or maybe even 90 of the percent of the people, work in a 9 to 5 job. And even if they are really good and they do the extra hours and sometimes 30% more than the person next to them, quite often it's forgotten to acknowledge those people. If you have a really lovely boss that once in a while taps you on the shoulder, that's really beautiful. And cherish this man or woman because it's not quite often seen. Um, and then, yeah, acknowledgement in a way of promotions or giving incentives or giving a trip or being on a stage or something, that's hardly seen, right? In a 9 to 5 job. And so that's network marketing, in my opinion. That kept me for 18 years in the industry. Those miracle moments, those exceptional feelings of standing on a stage in front of 3,000 people who are cheering for you, and only 3% of them know you personally, but they love to see the light shining into your eyes. And what I'm talking about, I really hope that at one point in a BioKist meeting in front of 3,000 people soon to be, you are on that stage and you can acknowledge or you can recognize the words that I'm speaking about today when you will see this recording again. Because that's network marketing, traveling around, seeing the globe. I've been in 38 countries right now, and I think 30 of them I've seen via network marketing. Um, and then being surrounded by like-minded people, like super energetic people, once again, who like to see the light shining in other people's eyes, and not just by words, but also by meaning. And so that's exceptional. That's really beautiful about network marketing. I fell in love with network marketing because of this, and the love never ended, even after a few companies that really hurted me and my loved ones. But yeah, network marketing survived because I believe in the beauty of network marketing and in the way it could be done and in the way we're going to do it with BioKist. And so, yeah, the rewards are then, yeah, incentives money-wise, obviously, and in different ways. Now we also have the Nomad Pack promotions and everything, and then also the promotions when it comes to ranking, when it comes to promotions, when it goes to growing within the career. I'll talk about that a bit later as well. But so this is the recognition, and this is the first part, the opportunity within BioKist, becoming a wellness advocate. And so the second part is then the wellness. So we've created this amazing app. Um, and then we've sourced some products already as well. Like the people who have been following me for a while, they have seen me in multiple countries because I was following nature, and where nature decided here these raw material grow best in the world, and to source them and to find local farmers who have been doing this for decades, who completely dedicated their life towards the techniques of sourcing these products and then bringing them from seed to bottle. And so I have a bunch of video material, and then soon, I think, yeah, in a year, we will start also with these products. For a year, another 11 months, we're only going to work with the app. We're going to maximize the capacity of the app. We're going to create an incredible accuration and evolution together with the leaders. And then once everything is like really at 101%, then we're also going to start with the other product lines. But this is the goal. And so, yeah, essential oils are on the way, herbal teas are on the way, superfoods, skincare, hair care, and supplements. Herbal supplements will obviously be the first, I guess. But then, yeah, the essential oils are beautiful for within the wellness as well, and the herbal teas within the nutrition as well. So they're all pretty connected. So we really have the goal to create a circle that from the moment you wake up until it's bedtime, that you can use BioKist products that are uplifting, as close as possible to Mother Nature, and with as less as possible chemical involvements. And so that's really what we're aiming for. And then we have the eco consciousness. We've created a anti-single-used plastic package. So we work with an amazing bottle. I'll show a bit later about that. I'll show a bit more about that later. Then we created a tumbler, some macrame bag in visibility to carry around the beautiful bottle, some bracelets, masks. In Asia, it's quite often still worn for pollution or some dust. And then we have the toothbrushes and we have the straws. And so let me show you a little bit more about this bottle. It's quite unique. You will see in a few seconds why. The Nomad range, the purified bottle. So the first unique technicality about this bottle is it has a double layer of 304 stainless steel. So it's like really a high-end thermos. For 12 hours, your liquids will stay cool or warm. And so then the next one is it gives a visibility, a visualization of the temperature inside via colors and via digital numbers. And then also after a double tap, the bottle will remind you every 45 minutes to hydrate. Because of this bottle, I drink again 2 to 3 liters water per day, so that's pretty cool. And then, yeah, we have a triple tap, and then 99.99% of all viruses and bacteria get killed because of a high-end UV light inside. And so, initially, this was the first product line that we wanted to start with BioKist. And so we created packs. We call it the Nomad packs, but now we call it the unique collector items because these packs will not keep or stay in existence within the product line of BioKist. The bottles, yeah, but all the rest probably will go out. So for the people who now we have a full warehouse of this, for the people who are winning this right now or buying, that's a pretty unique thing. And so we've created a promotion right now. If you become a wellness advocate and you subscribe to wellness advocates in your downline within 72 hours, you get a Nomad pack for free. It's a value of €300. So people are super motivated on this. It's an amazing visibility also to go outside with these products and talk about the business. And so, yeah, the Nomad packs. Let me go to the next step of eco-consciousness. It's the next topic is packaging, something that we are really proud of, but we invest twice the money in packaging to leave a green footprint. So we created a dedicated page. To learn more, buttons will lead you towards that page. And then you will understand what's the difference of having a bunch of bubble wrap and plastic tape receiving thrice the size of your package itself, and what it does to planet Earth, and then what's the difference of using 100% recyclable packaging. So that's something that we're really proud of as well. We go to the Giving is Living them. These are the charity companies that we will collaborate with in the beginning. The dream within BioKist is really to have soon in 100 countries, 3 to 10 charity organizations. A lot will come via the leaders initiatives that as a BioKist company that we can jump on and that we can help people. I've been blessed in my life during my skills in network marketing to live with a passive income for a long time, a financial independency, financial freedom, let's put it that way. But at one point, it's not the money that still makes you happy. And I don't say that in an arrogant way because money is so important. It brings us to places, it keeps us healthy, it realizes our dreams, and we can help a lot of people with money as well. But what made me the most happy during my career of 18 years in network marketing was giving to those who are less fortunate than you and me, who didn't start in a economical way than we were born, and went to the same schools and with the same opportunities. And so, yeah, the giving is living topic within BioKist is a big one. And we even created a bonus. That's the 10th bonus within the compensation plan that is purely dedicated towards charity organizations. But you share it. Like we don't want to take 1% of your commissions without having any acknowledgement or yes for this. So we give 1% on top, but you can only use it for the charity organizations. And so for a lot of people, this will be the first connection with giving. And then obviously from your e-commerce, from your e-wallet, you can also share towards these companies pretty soon as well. So we start with Serica Air. Serica Air is an organization that builds pumps because in Indonesia, for example, only 9% of the population has the ability to drink non-polluted water. So what's the most normal thing for us going for a bottle of water is for them still like something huge. So they drive to the center of the village, where's a water pump, and then it's like full of bacteria. There's no filtration in between. Kids get raised in this way, washed, laundry, cooking, everything from A to Z with polluted water. Pretty painful to see, but a big, big reality here. And so, yeah, we're going to help to change that slowly but surely. And then we have a collaboration with 150 plus 160 villages. And we have the agreement with the people from the village. If they bring 2 kilo of plastic towards a pickup point once a month, then they get 1 kg of rice in replacement. And believe it or not, but people are flying for this. And so BioKist will blend these tons of plastic that we will get on a monthly base into bricks, and we will build houses for poor people. And so, yeah, amazing initiatives to start with, which you soon can be a part of as well. And many, many more to come. And so the 5 elements, the last one, the fifth pillar, here we will educate you how to collaborate with your members, the different personalities via the 5 elements of planet Earth. And then we even created a quiz. We worked 2 months on this quiz with a guru who's like absolutely passionate with the five elements and the personalities and everything. And so via this way in the future, we can advise you, okay, these products are best for you, and so on and so on. So this is pretty cool. All right, ladies and gentlemen, this is the e-commerce website. This is the mission, the vision, the values, this everything in one with BioKist. This is what we are built on. These are the foundations, the pillars of BioKist. All right. Last but not least, the compensation plan. Last 10 minutes listening to me, and then I'm gonna listen to you. Um, Platinum, gold, silver, bronze, and iron. Those are the five packs that we start with BioKist, the wellness packs. So if you want to become a member, you buy a pack. And I'm going to talk a little bit deeper about the platinum pack right now because it gives the most value for your investment. Gives you a value of 1080 euro. Why is that? Because we give you 100 strips, bio strips within that pack. And the single price that you soon will see in the gym or in other wellness organizations, establishments, will be 10 euro per strip. And once again, 10 euro per strip. Some people will think, whoa, this is pretty expensive. But then if you think it through again and you think about the doctor's consultation and the nutrition consultation and the wellness consultation and the time you spend and waste, then probably this 10 euro is not so much. But for the people who still have a feeling like, wow, that's way too much, that's not sustainable to do this every 3 days, I can only agree. And so that's why we created these packs. And so the higher you go in a pack, the cheaper the price becomes. And so it starts at bronze with 8 euro per strip, and then we go to 7, 6.5, and 6 euro per strip. And then even once you become a member, you get up to 25% discount, and then it's only 4.5 euro per strip. And then I can assure you, dear potential leaders or leaders, we're the cheapest on the market. Knowing that there's even 55% going to a compensation plan, we really went super deep on the pricing here. But okay, that makes us very competitive, which is absolutely cool. And that also gives the ability for the members to have cheap strips. And why is that amazing? Because those strips are not only for your consumption, they will also become your business cards. So right now, when I'm going out, I have my little pocket with me because in Bali we're not dressed too thick. I don't have a lot of pockets on my body, and so I have a little pocket with my phone and my wallet, but then also a bunch of urine strips inside. So when I talk with people right now, I always ask people what drives you in life, what keeps you going, what's your passion, and so then I get this question back quite often, and then I give them a strip, and then if I know them pretty well, I let them download the app on the spot. I let them do a test, and if I don't know them too well yet, if I just met them, I say, hey, tomorrow on your fresh urine. Morning urine, do this test, download the app, let me know what you think about it. And then after a couple of days, I'm together with them on the table, and then 8 out of 10 becomes a ambassador with BioKist. So that's an amazing place to be with 100 strips. Right now, we also have a transport time of 2 weeks at least, and for some a little bit later right now because we had a journey in the transport. But if you have a bunch of strips, you can also give a few already to your new downlines. Even if you just give them 5, that's already enough for a month. And then meanwhile, their packages will be on the way. So having a bunch of strips is only a big advantage for yourself, your loved ones, and for your potential members. And so, okay, 100 times 10, that means 1,000 euro. And then we give you 2 years of membership fee for free within the platinum pack. Because what we've built for years, all the technicalities, all the licenses, the development, the marketing, and the other 1,000 bullet points that I could list right now that we've built in 4 years, well, you can get this for 40 euro per year, which is absolutely cheap. If you think it through, you get a business platform, a business opportunity for 40 euro per year, and you will get a lot in replacement. I've been 18 years in network marketing. 18 years ago, when I was a puppy of 20, I needed to pay 50 euro per year within that network marketing company towards my education that I get and my other advantages of being in the team. Well, 18 years later, with BioKist, we go to 40 euro. So we kept that as low as possible. Everything we've created is always in the advantage of the member in the highest way because it's all about you guys. I've learned in 18 years of network marketing that a happy member is a happy company. And so, yeah, we give you 2 years of discount in the platinum pack. And so you don't pay for 2 years that membership fee. So that brings you at 1,080 euros. So that's the value. And then we give you 44.44% discount because you buy it for 600 euro right now. And next time, if you buy a pack like that, it's with 25% discount. You buy it for 450 euro. And that's why our friend on the bike was seeing the 450 euro already when he sends his refer link and when he clicks on it because he's logged in into his own e-commerce website. All right, then we have a PV that is €1 is one PV. And then we have the commission points. And the commission points, that's where your commission is calculated on. And you start in rank 5 of 18 in the platinum. Let me talk about that deeper later. And then we give you high bonuses as well. You start at pretty high bonuses. And so everything, all these advantages that I talk about, if you would read these and these and these, you would see it always goes down the further you go to the right. All right, let's go to these 18 ranks that I was just talking about. We've created 18 ranks to create short-term action, short-term success, short-term motivation, short-term coaching for an upline, for a coach towards success. That's why we created 18 stairs towards the top of the mountain, which is way easier to reach that top of the mountain instead of having 6 stairs or 6 stops, having 18 stops. And so we've seen now during the short time that we're just here right now, in 6 weeks, we've seen people going from rank to rank, like in a really successful way. And sometimes people even become a topaz without knowing. Huh, Janet? And so people are growing just because they are passionate and talking about their passion. And so they have these ranks and they are motivated on these ranks. Who isn't motivated on a promotion, right? So that's why we created 18 ranks. And so you start at rank 5 of 18 in a platinum. So you have a head start, right? Imagine you have a 100-meter sprint and you start at 30 meters. I don't know which kind of rocket that needs to stand behind you and starts at meter 0 or 1, but they have to be really fast to catch up. And so that's a head start within the industry as well, or within the career within BioKist as well. And so, yeah, then you can grow, obviously, and you need PV for that personal volume, and you need GV for that group volume, and you need TV for that total volume. And then at a certain point to grow to a next rank, you also need different teams. You can't just build on one team. You need multiple teams. We call it legs, leg requirements. And so to give you an idea, to become a Sapphire, you need at least 3 teams under you, 3 legs, and you need 3 Jades within each team. You need 1 Jade. And so then you can become a Sapphire. You need the volumes and you need the people within the legs. And then something really cool, if I can say it in that way, we've pressed the personal volume really, really low. So even in the highest position, you have 200 volume points personally on a monthly base that you need to accomplish. And normally, this is way higher. The higher you get into the ranks, the higher the personal volume. For the people who are a bit in network marketing, they can only acknowledge this. And then what we've done as well, because with BioKist, we purely built the career towards multiplication, towards recruiting of other people. Even when you bring a wellness advocate to the company, it counts as PV. So not only products or not only consumption, but also even bringing someone to the company, which is absolutely great because that makes it so easy to come to your PV on a monthly base. The cultivation period. So what we've done as a second really unique thing within BioKist, we've created 2 compensation plans in one. I haven't seen that before. You can look around right now and do a big research, and please let me know if you find it. But I think we're the only ones right now who came up with this kind of crazy idea that we put 55 or even a little bit more, like up to 65% commission in the first 30 days. So not when you start, but when you start someone, because we learned in network marketing that when you start up a new member in your downline, their first 30 days within the network are the most important ones. If you can show them a beautiful direction here, and if you can show them how to have success, if you can work with them, if they feel safe, if they get the courage from you, from their coach to become bigger themselves and they earn some positive money, wow, they light the fire and so many people around them. And so that's why in plan A, in the first 30 days of a brand new member, the coach gets up to 65% in commission. That's really high. I'm going to show you a bit later why or how this is built. And then once this downline member becomes 30 days plus within the company, they will fall into your plan B, into the harvesting period. And the harvesting period you can see as the other compensation plans, because we still have like 6 bonuses to go there. We also have 55% of commission there. You can easily just calculate the percentages, but it's over a career. It's over 6 different bonuses. In plan A, we pump this in 2 bonuses. And so yeah, pretty exceptional. Once you get this, you will work pretty intensively with your new people. A sad thing that happened in network marketing a billion times before, you recruit someone and then you don't work with these people. Then you think they will just aim for the moon and then go to the stars by themselves. But yeah, everybody needs some help, you know. Everybody needs a coach. Even a coach needs a coach. And so yeah, you need to be there for your people. That's why we created the plan A. In the plan A, we have a fast action bonus, a heartbeat bonus, and a heartbeat bonus pro. And then we have a retail bonus. So we only have one direct sales bonus. That's the retail bonus. All the other bonuses are team bonuses, working with your team. 10 different sources of income. Pretty awesome. And so you will see the money coming from all directions in the back office. And that's pretty fun as well. First bonus is the retail profit bonus. This is a casual one. This is a basic one. And so you send your referral link, you get up to 25% commission. And then something not so basic, you will get instant your commissions. And so what does it mean? Normally you get paid once a month or maybe once a week with a really modern company. With BioKist, we created a back office that you can be paid on a daily basis. Pretty exceptional. So from the moment the money comes on into the account, you can, like the money from the consumer or from the new members or the people who paid, the ones that you got commission on, right? You are able to take that commission out. So that's like super awesome for the people who are in a non-pleasant financial situation. They can change it on a daily basis. And then yeah, 20% on your level 1, 15% on your level 2, 5% on your level 3 within the first 30 days. So imagine you recruit me today. I get inspired by your story. I'm your L1 member, your level 1 member, your downline. And so on whatever I do right now, if I light the fire in other people and I recruit them, this is my PV. And you, as my coach, you get 20% on that. And so if I create a line under me, this would become your level 2. On their PV, you get 15%. And if they create a line extra, that becomes your third level. And so on their PV, you get 5%. So that's 40% commission, ladies and gentlemen, in only 3 levels. That's super exceptional. That's something you haven't seen before. And so this is accurate for 30 days of working with a new person. Then we give you some examples of the exact earnings as well, calculated with the platinum packs. And then the next bonus, and that's the last one that I'm going quite deep on, is the heartbeat bonus. This is a brand new bonus. You've never seen this before because we've built this from scratch. And so we need to adjust a little bit, by the way, team leaders, because the PV now in a gold became 325 instead of 250. That's the old PV. So we need to adjust that a little bit. We need to list that. I've seen that this week in a call. But so what's the goal here? Here we educated you already that yes, you build deep and you go one line down, for example, and maybe two because you want to have the nomad packs. But here we're gonna educate you now via the heartbeat bonus to have minimum three L1 members, three first line members. And if those three first line members have 250 PV within their first 30 days, within their cultivation period, then you get 60 euro in coaching bonus because you help those people towards their first members themselves or towards their first consumers. And so, okay, what you need to understand from this bonus is, okay, you was able to recruit three people and you was able to help those three people to have their first personal volume. And for that, you get 60 euro in your week one. And in week two, now you're going to educate those same three people how to win their first 60 euro, their first heartbeat bonus, their heartbeat bonus one. And if they all three win their heartbeat bonus one in 30 days, you receive your heartbeat bonus too. So now you're going to educate them to copy you. It's a copy paste story. And so here you had 60 euro for that. Here you have 360 euro for that. That's 420 in 2 weeks. And in week three, you're going to educate your three first downline members how to win their heartbeat bonus too. The thing that you've done the week before, it's again a copy paste story. And when you have three people winning their heartbeat bonus one within 30 days, you receive your heartbeat bonus three. That's 1,600 euro. That's in 3 weeks, 2,020 euro extra on top of all your commissions, on top of the 40% that you've seen before, on top of the retail profit that you've seen before, 25%. Why? This is the holy grail within the company. This is the heartbeat of your success. If you follow the heartbeat principles, if you are focused on winning heartbeat bonuses, you will tap all the bonuses to win. You will tap all the ranks to grow in. You will live all the success within network marketing because this is what network marketing is based on. The power of three, the duplication, and helping your people to do the same. Okay, and so for the people who do this within 30 days or less, they get also shares in a Heartbeat Bonus Pro bonus. And for the people who do this in 60 days, they get also shares in a Heartbeat Bonus Pro. So that's like to create some tempo. Success loves speed. And so then we give you a simulation for the people who don't really understand all these numbers and percentages. We really said, okay, retail profits. You have three first downline members. You get 25% on them. Oh, okay, I earn 450 euro there. Then winning my fast action bonus and winning my heartbeat bonus one brings me 9 members in that level. Okay, that brings me this amount of money. So just read it, go through it, try to understand the numbers, and then you will understand the potential that you have that you can earn within your first month or within your first 2 months. That's really just working towards the heartbeat bonus one, two, and three. So somebody who accomplishes their heartbeat bonus one, two, and three, they win this amount of money. That's why we created the simulation. So if you want to understand the numbers a bit more, read the simulation, please. And then the team level bonus, this is the first classic bonus that we see right now. That's what you see in all the companies around you. The retail bonus also, obviously. But so we've done something really unique here again. We changed the numbers. We've changed the game. Normally in level one, people are giving you the highest percentage or other companies. And then the deeper you go, the lesser you get. But this is a big impact on your total earnings. If you see a simulation, for example, with the BioKist numbers and then X amount of members, which leads towards a certain income, and you would work with exactly the same amount of members or numbers, but you turn those percentages upside down, like they are quite often, it's the half of the money that you earn, even less. And so, yeah, this is a big, big change as well. We've turned the numbers here for a big reason. And then after level 7, it's not finished. We promote, we wish that you soon have 105 levels deep, which is gonna happen if you just have a beautiful dedication. Well, then you have a rank a bonus, a infinity bonus, sorry. And so until infinity deep, you will earn on your downline as well after some qualifications. And then we give you a simulation to understand deeper again. And then we give you the rank bonus. So each time when you re-qualify your ranks, you get extra bonuses. And then we have the Karat bonus, the Karat Mentor bonus, and the last bonus we give also the gift to grow bonus, 1% on top of all your commissions for the charity. So, ladies and gentlemen, you will receive this PDF from your coaches or the people who bring you to the company. If I can give you one advice before before you ask a bunch of questions, you can always ask questions, but try to read it. Like really just start on the left always, read the principles, and then go to the simulation. And if you did that twice or thrice per page, because I really understand that you need this couple of times to read it, I've always learned my compensation plans 18 years long during the journey. I was always more in love with the story than with the compensation plan. Money was always an evolution of my passion. But if you really want to understand, read it and then go to the simulation. And then obviously you have the team members around you. All right, ladies and gentlemen, this was me.
Every little thing is gonna be